BEENO heads them at 2-1. Charlie Swan. Baracouda out to 7-4 favourite now. Thierry Doumen. Boss Doyle at 33 is David Casey. And at 25-1 is Bounce Back, the mount of Barry Geraghty, replacing Paul Carberry. Ruby Walsh on Brother Joe at 12-1. Carlavon at 50-1 and Tom Scudamore. DEANO'S BEENO at 25-1. Rodi Greene and Effectual at 100-1. Brian Crowley. Tony McCoy rides It Takes Time at 12-1. Gère de Cochet from France, like the favourite, 9-1. Jacques Ricou. Montalcino at 25-1. Norman Williamson. From America, Pelagos and Blythe Miller at 100-1. And then Sir Talbot at 25-1. Timmy Murphy. Warren Marston on Splendid at 20-1. TEAATRAL at 50-1. Jimmy McCarthy. And Brian Harding replaces the injured Tony Dobbing on Telemos at 20-1.
Over DEANO'S BEENO. 3 on 33-1. Sir Talbot, Boss Doyle and Montalcino. 40-1 for Bounce Back. Carlavon is 50-1 along with TEAATRAL. Effectual's 100 and Pelagos outsider at 200.
Game of stamina. Boss Doyle leads in next short time.
Yes, he does, in the orange and green jacket from TEAATRAL on the near side, and Splendid in the maroon close-up, and also Gère de Cochet in the yellow sleeve jacket as they rise at flight number 1. Baracouda held up towards the outside in the early stages. Green at yellow hoops of JP McManus. Thierry Doumen just looking behind to see where 1 or 2 of the others are. There aren't too many behind him. On to the second, Boss Doyle and TEAATRAL with DEANO'S BEENO close up, and then on the inside Splendid, Telemos and Gère de Cochet in the noseband now poking through. Carlavant on the outside, followed by Telemos in an orange cap as they clear flight number 3. And a faller Brother Joe is down at that. Brother Joe departs at flight number 3. Quite a well-fancied horse. A gasp of disappointment from quite a few of the punters. The horse seemed to get up all right. Ruby Walsh is okay as well. He's up on his feet. On to the next. Gère de Cochet and Boss Doyle disputing it now. From TEAATRAL on the inside, then Splendid and DEANO'S BEENO, and then Telemos and Carlavant on the outside. BEENO and the blue. There's Ruby Walsh walking away from that fall from Brother Joe. Back with the race, Gère de Cochet and Boss Doyle 1 and 2. TEAATRAL, Carlavant, DEANO'S BEENO, Telemos, Splendid on the inside. BEENO in the blue jacket, the lighter cap, Charlie Swan, held up a bit worse than the midfield. On the outside, yellow cap, Montalcino, the great Pelagos. Then towards the rear, Bounce Back with the patiently ridden Baracouda today. And behind Baracouda only, It Takes Time and Sir Talbot. Takes Time, ridden well off the pace by Tony McCoy. Down towards the next flight. Gère de Cochet in the centre. TEAATRAL on the inside, but it was still Boss Doyle who rose first in the orange sleeve jacket. Followed by DEANO'S BEENO and Splendid on the rail. Telemos, nose-banded out wide, Carlavant. Then Effectual tucked away from BEENO and Pelagos, and then Montalcino in the pink jacket. Bounce Back towards the rear. It Takes Time, Baracouda, and finally Sir Talbot. On the run to flight number 6, with just over a circuit to go in this Bonusprint stayers hurdle. And it's Boss Doyle who's going to rise first once again. Gère de Cochet, Carlavant on the outside. A faller Sir Talbot, a tumbling fall there. Good to see the old horse get up. He seems none the worse, Sir Talbot. Nasty looking fall for Timmy Murphy. Keep you abreast of his condition. Meanwhile, the others pass the stands. Gère de Cochet, Boss Doyle, Carlavant, DEANO'S BEENO, TEAATRAL and Splendid the inside, then Telemos and Pelagos and BEENO, Montalcino, Effectual. Baracouda is now absolutely last under Thierry Doumen. He doesn't look too worried. The horse seems to be going all right, but he's got nothing but green grass behind him as they run down the back straight. The favourite stone bonking last, and here's the next flight, flight number 7. Boss Doyle, Gère de Cochet, Carlavant on the outside, and then Splendid from TEAATRAL. DEANO'S BEENO is being pushed along, and then Pelagos, the grey, Telemos, BEENO, Bounce Back. It Takes Time, moves forward. Baracouda's passed a couple now. Effectual in rear with Montalcino labouring. Continuing along the back straight. Timmy Murphy still being attended to on the landing side of what will be the final flight as they jump this next one. Montalcino jumping raggedly in the rear. There's It Takes Time in the blue and green. Baracouda on his outside. They're making headway together as the field pack up now, climbing to the top of the course. And on to the next flight then. This is flight number 10 they're coming to. It's 3 out, and it's Gere de Cochet from Boss Doyle, Splendid on the inside, then Carlavant and Telemos. After these is Bano Bay, and after that was Pelagos and DEANO'S BEENO as well. They're going to miss the final flight here, so they've only got one flight left to take. They're doling off that final flight because Timmy Murphy is still being treated on the landing side following his fall from Sir Talbot. A long way still to go, but only one more to jump, and then there'll be a run-in with a turn of the best part of a half-mile. And it's Gere de Cochet and Telemos with Carlavant, and then Splendid. Bano Bay just in behind them, the blue jacket. It Takes Time, bounce back on the inside. Timmy Murphy has got to his feet now, and they're removing the dolls. They're removing the dolls. They're going to jump the last after all. Down towards 2 out, Carlavant, Gere de Cochet, and then Telemos is right there too. Splendid on the inside, Bano Bay in behind them. Baracouda is out wide and beginning to close now, and he looks strong as well, does the French horse, as they run towards the final turn. It's Telemos, Bano Bay travelling strongly. Also, It Takes Time, then Gere de Cochet, Baracouda just ran into the back of It Takes Time there. They straighten up now. A long run to the final flight is Telemos, Brian Harding, Bano Bay, Charlie Swan. He's got lots of horse under him, chased hard by It Takes Time and Baracouda and Thierry Doumen, a horse that stays very, very well. They run to the final flight. Bano Bay is tackled by Baracouda on the inside. They rise together. Baracouda challenging Bano Bay. Then It Takes Time back in third. Baracouda on the inside, still going well. Bano Bay is trying to fight off the French horse, but very confidently ridden Baracouda by Thierry Doumen. Now he asks the horse to go and win the race, and win the race he does from Bano Bay. They're clear of It Takes Time. Then Telemos and bounce back and Splendid and Gere de Cochet, DEANO'S BEENO and Carlavant, a gap to Boss Doyle. And after Boss Doyle was Montalcino, Pelagos and Effectual. Tremendous race for this Bonusprint Stayers hurdle. Thierry Doumen has had his critics in this country, but he's ridden a very confident race here to win. With tremendous faith by Thierry Doumen, the 13-to-8 favourite, paid £2.70 for a win on the tote. Places 150, 180 and 280, exacta £5 and